What's up, guys? So, with my last video being about the events that took place in my life that really got me into the paranormal, with this video, I wanted to do something about the horror movies that from my childhood I really enjoyed, and I've watched them throughout the years, and even now as an adult, I still love them. Now, this isn't going to be what I consider to be the greatest horror movies of all time, nor is it going to be like an in depth review of what made these movies great. This is just going to be, when I look back on my childhood, these are the movies that really stand out, and, what makes me love them as an adult. Because as a kid, it was the appearance of the monster or the person being portrayed as evil that really pulled me in and made me love these movies. But as an adult, that has somewhat changed, and that's what I'm going to go into detail over. Now, I know that the 80s horror genre is a love-hate thing. I know that there's people out there that just absolutely hate 80s horror, and I'm fine with that. I have no problem with that whatsoever. What I would like to see, though, is in the comments below, I would really like to see what would you consider to be your favorite horror movie from your childhood or even as an adult, and what really makes you love these horror movies. Horror is one of my favorite things to discuss. It's one of my favorite topics. So it would definitely be fun to be able to discuss that with you guys. Now, the first video or the first movie that I'm going to go over is just one of my favorite movies in general. And that would be the original Halloween. Now, Halloween to me, Michael Myers is one of my favorite slasher icons, horror movie icons, whatever you want to call him. It's just the fact that it was pure simplicity with his appearance, the white mask with the gray overalls and a knife. But it's what's behind him that really made me love this character. That hatred and rage to where he would stop at nothing until his sister was dead. And that no matter what you threw at him, that hatred would push him forward. He would keep coming. And there was just no way to stop him. That's what made me, that's what makes me love this movie as an adult. Now, the second one on the list is very similar to Michael Myers. It's Jason Voorhees. And Friday the 13th, to me, it's one of my favorite horror franchises. And Jason's appearance was a lot like Michael Myers. It was very simple. It just had the hockey mask and the overalls and a machete or whatever else he could get his hands on. And of course, in the first Friday the 13th, it was his mother. But I'm talking specifically about Jason. And the thing with Jason is, if you see the old school hockey mask from the 80s, you automatically think about Jason Voorhees. Or at least I do. I'm sure that I'm not the only one that thinks that as soon as they see a hockey mask. But the thing with Jason is the want and desire for revenge against counselors and campers that, even though they were not the ones that allowed him to drown, the fact that they are still partaking in the drugs and the premarital sex and the neglect of the other campers and things that are there, he's basically seeking the revenge on them because they're doing the same things that allowed him to drown as a kid. To me, that's really what makes me love this horror movie franchise. And the fact that Jason, he just looks like the ultimate boogeyman in some aspects. He's a big guy. He's horribly disfigured. It's just, to me, that's what really draws me in as an adult. Keeps me coming back and enjoying this franchise. Now, another one on the list is Freddy Krueger. Now, a lot like Jason or Michael Myers, if you see Freddy's glove, you automatically know that that's Freddy Krueger's glove, and you automatically think about Freddy Krueger. The thing with Freddy Krueger that really pulls me in as an adult is the psychological aspect. The fact that once you hear Freddy's name, it eats away at you. And you may take a nap, and he comes to get you, and then you wake up, and then from that point on, you're fighting sleep, and you eventually succumb to sleep. And of course, then at that point, it's too late. Once you fall asleep, Freddy's he's going to get you. That's really what makes me love this franchise as an adult. Now again, the remakes and things that they've done. This movie, I really didn't like them as good. Robert Englund, it will always be Freddy Krueger to me. But I love Nightmare on Elm Street. As a kid, it was one of my favorite horror movies to just watch, and it really made me very fearful of going to sleep. Now this next one, it's going to be something that it's not really one person or any one thing. But it's Hellraiser. Of course, when you think about Hellraiser, you automatically see Pinhead, or at least I do. And the thing about Hellraiser that really frightens me is, humans are naturally curious, and we will sometimes open things that can cause us harm because of our curiosity. And that's to me, that's what I pull from this movie as an adult. Funny thing though, as a kid, after watching Hellraiser for the first time, I was terrified, and I mean terrified, of Rubik's Cubes. I know it sounds crazy as an adult, but I was just very fearful that if I solved the Rubik's Cube, I was going to open a doorway to hell. And on the other side of that doorway, of course, there's going to be Pinhead in the gang. And it's kind of funny now, but yeah, I was terrified of a Rubik's Cube thanks to Hellraiser. Now, this next one, however, it's a bit different. It shares some similarities with Jason and Michael Myers, but it's Leatherface. And with Leatherface, it's not really, it's just the fact that the fact that he wears other skin. And as a kid, seeing that it was based on a true story really terrified me. I do know as an adult that it's loosely based on Ed Gein, but the fact that Leatherface would kill his victims and then wear their skin, and later, of course, eat their flesh. That to me is what terrifies me. And the thing that terrifies me the most about this is it really shows you that, even though there's a lot of people out there that may be scared of ghosts or spiders or whatever the case may be, other human beings have the ability to cause us more harm than anything else out there. And that's really the thing that as an adult really kind of terrifies me. Not really terrifies, but it just kind of makes you think, you really got to be cautious around other people, and because you never really know. And that's the thing. That's really what, as an adult, really makes me love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. And again, the remakes and things that they've done in this movie, it's not great, but it's not horrible. I'll watch them. Just because I love horror movies, I'll sit down and watch any horror movie. It doesn't matter really how horrible it is. I just enjoy horror, and I love a good scare. But yeah, that's pretty much the list of the movies from my childhood that as an adult, I still watch to this day. Of course, there's several others. But this is the ones that when I thought back really stuck out. And, for those of you that have subscribed to my channel, I really do appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please feel free to do so. I would greatly appreciate it. And definitely, like the video, guys. That would help me out a great deal. And wherever you are in the world, whether it's day, night, evening, whatever the time may be, I hope you have a great evening, great night, great day. And thank you so much for watching my video.